Hello, everyone! So today, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy Skullgrin. So Skullgrin is a figure that I've actually seen in toy shelves here in the Philippines. He's kind of a shelf warmer, and I've always wanted to buy him, but I don't see myself buying him for the retail price. Fortunately, someone posted this guy for sale for only 500 Philippine peso. That's around 8 US dollars. So I grabbed the chance and bought him. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a box, so I can't show you guys his box today. But I do like this figure so far. And just a quick background, Skullgrin is a pretender. I had no idea who Skullgrin was in Transformers lore and why he looked weird, why he has that like a bull skull or something, like a demonic skull or a bull skull. And when I searched him up, he was actually a pretender. So pretenders are Cybertronians who have outer shells that are organic. So this is basically his outer shell, and there's a smaller transformer or Cybertronian inside this shell. But anyway, one of the most famous pretenders that I didn't know about was actually Bludgeon. So Bludgeon is a pretender. So yeah, that's the quick background. Now let's take a look at Skullgrin himself. So closer look. The skull is, or the head is pure white plastic and with painted pink eyes, and I like that about him. The chest piece is kind of purple. Not sure what this color is, reddish purple. Unfortunately, the copy that I got already has some paint chipping here on the chest piece or chest part. That's fine. There is a Decepticon logo there. The waist or the skirt is painted white as well. There's a small skull, human skull there too. And then the legs. Now, I already have the Legacy Quake, and when I was transforming this the first time, I kind of thought that their transformation was pretty similar. And I found out that this guy is actually a pre-tool of Legacy Quake. Just to show you guys, this is Legacy Quake, and this is Skullgrin, of course. And as you can see, their chests are pretty similar, and the way their arms or their upper body transforms is identical. They kind of differ on the legs, though. But yeah, that is Quake, or a retool of Skullgrin. Now, he comes with two accessories, which are swords that can become guns as well. Like, they can be some kind of weird gun with blades on top, a weird bayonetta, but I prefer him holding them as swords. And due to transformation, he can actually hold his sword down or point it, which is really cool. And also, he has this cannon behind him, which is totally detachable. So if you don't want him having the cannon behind him, that's fine. But I prefer it there because I might lose this part. But anyway, let's look at articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, so it's really flexible, which I really like. You can look all the way up and down. The horns are articulated sideways, and also the back horns can be flipped all the way to the back due to transformation. Now for the shoulders, they can do the full 360, go to the sides that far. There is a bicep swivel, a more than 90-degree elbow bend. Unfortunately, no wrist swivel, but there is the articulation of the wrist. Oh, no, sorry. There is an articulation of the hand, which you can fold so that you can point the sword like that, which is really cool. There is a waist swivel. The legs can kick only up to that far because the skirt is on the way. They can kick forwards that far, backwards this far. Oh, the tail is also articulated. It can move up and down. There is a thigh swivel. Knee bend is pretty much just 90 degrees, and there is an ankle tilt. So yeah, this figure is pretty good and basic for a deluxe class. Now let's do some size comparisons. So first we have him here with the 86 Bumblebee. Next, again, we have Legacy Quake, which is his toolmate. Then we have here, as I mentioned, his fellow pretender, arguably the most famous one. I have here Legacy Bludgeon. I have here 86 Megatron. Oops, need to go farther. Every 86 Megatron. And finally, we have 86 Optimus Prime. Now here we have Skullgrin in his alt mode. Now, I know this looks weird, because it is weird. This is his alt mode if you actually remove the turret from his back. And I highly suggest when you're transforming this guy, you remove it because it'll be much easier. But you see how weird this guy looks if you don't have this? So now, once you've detached it, you can, of course, you can just attach it back here. So just put it there so that you'll have a turret. And even with the turret, this still looks weird. It actually looks better with the sword. So the swords are going to be pegged here. Oh, sorry. At the front, what do you call this? Port in front of the tracks. And this notch right here on the sword or the gun will actually peg in here as well. So, oh, by the way, this is made out of rubber, like rubbery plastic or rubber. It's not. I don't think this is rubber, but it's rubbery plastic, so it's really flexible. Which is weird because this is the first flexible figure that I have, or like at least the weapons. Now, this completes his look, but it still looks weird. Is somewhat of a Cybertronian tank thingy. So I have no. I don't consider Cybertronian alt modes or vehicle modes as ugly. I just find most of them weird because they're not supposed to look like anything from Earth or any vehicle. So they have the leniency to do whatever they to look whatever they like, to do whatever the creators want to. Let me rephrase. My English is not Englishing. The creators have the leniency to design the alt mode in any way they want, since it is Cybertronian. Finally, my English is back. So yeah, one thing I don't like about this guy is he doesn't have any wheels, so it doesn't roll. Hopefully I don't think it would be an issue if they like put some small wheels here, similar to Megatron's. But anyway, yeah, this is his alt mode, which is a Cybertronian tank. Transformation is quite involved, especially for a deluxe class figure. That's why I like this guy. Now, closer look, it's basically everything you saw. The paint apps is the same. There's nothing new to see here except that the tracks are here. And underneath, you can see his skull face, which is really nice. Now, let's do some size comparisons with this. First one, of course, Series 86 Bumblebee. This is much bigger than that. His toolmate, the Legacy Quake, which, despite a retool of this, still looks pretty ugly. This is supposed to be an Earth tank, by the way, so it is kind of ugly. And we have here his co-pretender, Legacy Bludgeon. We have here 86 Optimus Prime. As you can see, Optimus Prime is definitely still bigger than him. And lastly, we have the leader of the Decepticons, 86 Megatron. And while I'm with Megatron here, I just noticed this recently. Apparently, you also have wheels here. When I did the review, I'm pretty sure I didn't mention this because I didn't notice it at first. But yeah, here is Skullgrin in his alt mode. So final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy Skullgrin. So I initially bought this figure, or I initially liked this figure because of how weird he looks, and I like weird looking Transformers. And so far, I'm enjoying him, and this will be definitely one of my figures that will stay on my shelf for a while, or at least in my collection, because I sell my figures that I don't really like, but this one I really like because I love the mold. I like Quake and his mold. Transformation is quite nice and involved, even though the alt mode looks weird. And for the price that I got it for $8 US. That's definitely a steal for a figure like this. And yeah, if you guys are into collecting Transformers or weird looking Transformers figures, I highly suggest you get this guy because he's definitely worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll post a transformation video on Monday. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.